I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question, a parenting question. My husband said that we should be our child's, quote, best friend. I'm saying no, we should be our child's parents. Who's right and how do you, quote, incorporate the two? Well, the Bible's very clear when it comes to relationships that friends are peers and parents are parents. In fact, you can go to Ephesians chapter 6, you can go to Colossians chapter 3, and it makes it very clear that there's a distinct relationship between children and parents. And children are to obey their parents. In fact, it talks about this in the book of Exodus chapter 20 is a commandment and a promise that has greater life alongside of it. However, it does say parents, we're not to provoke or cause our children unto anger. There's a very clear distinction in the Bible regarding those that parent and those that are children. Now, here's where the line gets, quote, a little fuzzy. Makes a lot of sense when the child's 5. I would even say it makes sense when the child's 15. But what do you do when the child's 25? Now, here's where it gets interesting. If we were to go back into the biblical days, it's very intriguing that a young lady would leave her parents' house when she was of childbearing age and would be married to a man of decision of which families had come together. A young man at 13 years of age would receive his apprenticeship at his bar mitzvah, and he would be under the tutelage of and the direction of an employer at that point. So basically, by the time a young man or woman is age 13, they are basically out in what we might call that adult world in the biblical picture. So the parenting, this dichotomy between authority and respect is somewhat gone. But here's the issue. In our culture today, what we might call emancipation, which is a child actually leaving their parents and being fully independent on their own with decisions, finances, etc. Did you know on average in our culture, that doesn't happen for a young man till he's 28? And I think the struggle here is oftentimes there's children that are of physical maturity to be independent and, shall I say, a friend of their parent. But unfortunately, when it comes to responsibility, decision making, etc., is not. And it's that crossover, I think, where possibly in this question, we have a struggle, so to speak. The Bible makes it clear. Parents are parents and children are children. Friends, that's a whole different thing. I had an old buddy of mine say this once. Again, take it as earthly wisdom, not a biblical mandate. He said, if you want to have friends or be friends with your children, wait till your children have children. Then you can be friends with them. Have a great day. Great question. If you have another one, send it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.